Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So far, I explained many poetry lessons, and today I am going to explain the grammar section, namely المذكر والمؤنث. So مذكر means masculine and muannath means feminine. As it is shown on the screen, this lesson is for the intermediate first year, academic year 2021 and 22. So, ism means noun. According to gender, there are two types of noun. The first one is called al-mudhakkar, masculine, and second one is called al-mu'annath, feminine. Some noun that is specific to feminine genders, like imra'atun, women, ummun, mother, bintun, girl. These are specific for feminine genders. Some ism ending with round ta is considered as a feminine. For example, Jannatun, paradise, Ibnatun, daughter, Salihatun, pious girl, pious woman. So, if any word ends with ta, round ta, that word will be considered as a feminine gender, which is called in Arabic al-muannas. Masculine gender can be changed as a feminine gender by suffixing the round ta at the end of the masculine gender. For example, ibnun means son. You want to change this into feminine, just suffix the round ta, ibnatun, daughter. Muslimun is a masculine gender, just suffix round ta, it becomes feminine, al-muannas, muslimatun, a Muslim lady. The second sign of feminine gender is alif maqsura. For example, kubra, at the end, ya is there, ya khada zabar ya, kubra. Bushra, sughra, small, bushra, good news. Another signs of feminine gender is if the noun end with alif hamza, which is called alif mamduda. Such a word also will be considered as a feminine gender, which is called المؤنث. For example, khadra'u, alif hamza is there, means green. Safra'u means yellow. Zarqa'u means blue. Sawda'u means black. Hamara'u means red. Bayda'u means white. So everywhere alif hamza at once came at the end. That is why it will be considered as a feminine. So the gist of the lesson is, if you want to know the word is feminine or masculine, how do you recognize that one? How do you know the word is masculine or feminine? So keep in your mind three things. The indications of feminine genders are three in Arabic. Number one, round ta. For example, Aishatu, Fatimatu, or Jami'atun. The second sign of indication of feminine gender is alif hamza. If alif hamza comes at the end of the word, that means that word is feminine. I have given many examples: bayda'u, hamara'u, sawda'u. Alif hamza, this is called alif al-mamduda, alif al-mamduda. The third sign of feminine is alif maqsura. If ya comes at the end of the word with khada zabar, like bushra, sughra, kubra, tuba, everywhere ya is there at the end. So these three things you must memorize to get the full marks in the intermediate examination. There are some more types of feminine genders, like some ism are conventionally considered to be feminine by native speaker. There will be no signs of feminine genders, but still those words are used as a feminine gender by the Arab. So as we heard by the Arab, by the native speaker, we have to use the same way. Likewise, some exceptions will be there. Though some of the ism end with alif hamza, still they are considered masculine. Like fuqara'u, poor; shuhada'u, martyrs; ulama'u, learned. So I have given three examples: fuqara'u, shuhada'u, ulama'u. There are alif hamza at the end. It should be feminine. But instead of having signs of feminine, they are considered as a masculine gender. So this is the exception. And every language has some exception. Likewise, Arabic also has some exception. All the names of countries and tribes will be considered as a feminine, though they don't have the signs of feminine, like Quraishun, Misrun, Madyana. These are the tribe Quraysh, Misrun, a country, Madyana, a place, Rijulun, feet, Ainun, eyes, Yadun, hands, ears, Udunun. So all parts of body which are in pairs will be considered as a feminine, though they don't have the signs of feminine gender. So this is the exception. This will be the exceptional case. Likewise, few more exceptions are there, but my aim is here to prepare you for the examination point of view. And these exceptions which I told you right now would not be asked in the final examination. So if you are going to learn the Arabic language of the Quran, in such a case, you must to know all these things. But right now, my aim is to make you perfect for writing the final examinations. So let's go to study some more examples and definitions of the masculine and feminine genders, as well as some exercises which you have in the syllabus. So these are the lessons which are covered here. Al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha, word and its kinds. Al-mudhakkar wal-mu'annath, we are studying this one right now. Al-mufrad wal-muthanna wal-jam'u, asma'ul ishara, al-dhamir, adawatul istifham. And the weightage of marks are also mentioned here. So you can see all these later. Now I want to complete the lesson first, al-mudhakkar wal-mu'annath, masculine and feminine. This is the lesson names, al-mudhakkar wal-mu'annath. As I told you, mudhakkar means masculine, waw means and al-mu'annath is feminine. So first, alamatut tanith. Alamat, indications. Tanith, feminine. So indications of feminines are three. Number one is ta, round ta. It is called round ta. Second one is alif, hamza. And last one is ya. Okay then. Al-muannath. What is muannath? Ismun yujadu fihi alamatut tanith. Al-amthilatu, examples. Khadijatu, tuba, hamrau. The noun which has the indications of feminine genders are called as feminine. For example, Khadijatu, ta has here, Khadija has ta at the end, Tuba has ya at the end, and Hamrau has alif hamza at once at the end. So among these three signs, if anyone comes at the end of the word, that word will be considered as a feminine gender, which is called in Arabic al-mu'annath. Then after al-mudhakkar, what is the definition of mudhakkar? Masculine gender. Ismun ma la yujadu fihi alamatut tanith. Any noun which does not have the indications of feminine genders are considered as a masculine gender. So Example is given here. Nabilun. Nabil, name of a person, does not have any signs of the feminine genders. Tiflun, a child, does not have any signs of feminine genders. That means there is no ta, there is no alif hamza, there is no ya khara zabar ya. Fundukun, hotel. It is also masculine gender because there is no any signs of feminine genders. So now the definition is given in English also. The feminine gender, the names which are used for women, and all the nouns which ends on the round ta or alif al-mamduda. This is called alif al-mamduda. Alif al-maqsura. This is called ya khara zabar ya. This is alif al-maqsura. Are called feminine genders. Examples: Khadijatu, Tuba, Hamarau. These are the examples of feminine genders. If any word has the signs of feminine, which is ta, ya khara zabar ya, and alif hamza, that noun will be considered as a feminine. Then what is masculine? The definition of masculine is mentioned here. The masculine gender, the names which is used for men. All the names which are a specific made for men, used for men, that is masculine gender. And all the for men, though end by indication of feminine gender ta. The definition was for men and all the nouns which do not end on round ta. Okay, if there is no round ta, naturally there will be the feminine gender. Alif al-mamduda and alif al-maqsura. If three signs not at the end, that word will be considered as a masculine gender or called masculine gender. Examples: Nabilun, Tiflun, Fundukun. The masculine gender, all the names which are used for men, though end by indication of feminine gender ta, shows masculine gender. Example: Talhatu, Hamzatu, Khalifatu, Usamatu, Allamatu. So these names have indication of ta at the end, but still they are used for particularly men. That is why these names will be considered as a masculine gender. Then after, some examples are given for masculine gender. Al-Mudhakkar, Nabilun, Sa'idun, Majidun, Tiflun, Waladun, Rajulun, Tajirun, Hammalun, Wazirun, Al-Mal'abu, Al-Masrafu, Al-Funduqu. So these are the examples for masculine gender. If the examiner asks you, write some masculine names, then it's upon you to choose the easiest one among these and write some masculine names. Waladun, masculine. Rajulun, masculine. Majid is the name of a person. Tiflun, Hammalun. Whatever you want to write, you can practice. In the case of asking, write some masculine names. Then al-mu'annath, for feminine gender. Some examples are given: Khadijatu, Tuba, Hamara'u, Mumarrizatun, a nurse, Bintun, a girl, Muhandisatun, female engineer, Furshatun, a brush, Mir'atun, a mirror, Sa'atun, a watch, Sayyaratun, a car, Thallajatun, a refrigerator, Arikatun, a sofa. So if the examiner asks you write some feminine names, in that case you have to choose some easiest word from here and you can practice. So these two questions can become in the final examinations. What are these two? Write some masculine names or write some feminine names. So you have to practice the both masculine examples and feminine examples. Then after the exercises, and this exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 exercises are very, very important for final examinations. This is the patent questions for final exam. You think as I told you the question of final exam. This is compulsory questions. Nothing to do. Already you know the signs of feminine genders, which are 3. Ta, this one here. Alif Hamza and Ya. So you have to write what is masculine and what is feminine. Some words are given here. Likewise, in the examination also will be given in the same way. And you have to write in the same manner as it is shown on the screen. How it is? You can say, sir, I am not able to write al-Mudhakkar. So al-Mudhakkar is written in the question paper. I put M for masculine. Muzakkar means masculine and F means feminine. So if you feel difficulty, just remove alif lam and write Mudhakkar. Mim, Zal, Kafra, Mudhakkar. And this one Mim, Waw, Hamza. Mim, Waw on the top, Hamza. Noon, Sa, Muannas or Al-Muannas. So if you know the indications of feminine genders easily, you can identify this one. Sa'idun Mudhakkar, name of a person. Majid Muzakkar. Tabibatun Muannas. Sign of feminines is there, round ta at the end. Lady doctor. Muhandisatun, lady engineer. Sign of indications of feminine is ta. Talibun, student. Muzakkar. Kharitatun, map. Muannas, feminine. Tiflun, Muzakkar, a child. Masahatun, eraser. Muannas. Kurrasatun, notebook. Muannas. Madrasatun, school. Muannas. Babun, a door. Mudhakkar. Husna, good, beautiful. Muannas. So, very easy to identify the male and female, Muzakkar and Muannas. So, practice well this section. Then after, this is the possible question also. What are the signs of feminine word? Okay. Ma what? Alamat indication, signs. Tanis feminine. Alamatut tanis. The answer is written in the question. Alamatut tanis, then Salathun. Sa, lam, alif, sa. Okay, if you don't want to write Salath, leave it. Only write Alamatut tanis. Then after full stop or semicolon. Then after write Ta. Number 2, alif hamza. Number 3, ya. Then give examples of ta like Khadijatu, example of alif hamza like Hamarahu, examples of ya like Tuba. So this question might have come in the exam. Then after uktub ba'za asma'il muzakkar, uktub, write, ba'za, few, some, asma, names, al muzakkar, masculine. So write some of the masculine nouns. These questions also can become in the final examinations. So you have to practice this one also. Some few masculine names and few feminine names. What are these? Nabilun, Sa'idun, name of a person. Majid is also name of a person, masculine names. Waladun, a boy, masculine. Rajulun, a man, masculine. Tiflun, a child, this is also masculine. To practice waladun, rajulun, tiflun. Then after, uktub ba'za asma'il mu'annath. Write some feminine names. Uktub means write, ba'za few, some of asma names, al-mu'annath feminine. Here, Khadijatu, name of a girl or women. Tuba, name of a girl. Mumarrizatun, nurse, lady nurse. It has the indication of ta, round ta at the end. That is why it is the muannas. Muhandisatun, lady engineer. It has the signs of feminine ta at the end. Furshatun, brush. It has ta at the end. That is why al-muannas. Hamarau, alif hamza is at the end of the word. That is why it is called al-muannath. So these are the names of feminine genders. So two things, names of masculine genders is compulsory to practice. Name of the feminine is also compulsory for the examination. And signs of feminine genders is also compulsory. And identifications of the masculine and feminine is also compulsory. So the whole page is very, very important for the examination's point of view. Then after, in the final examination, the last bit would be asked to translate. So last bit is, which is bit number 16 for translations. The same way you will be asked as it is shown on the screen. Tarjim, translate. Al-Jumal al-Atiyah, the following sentences. Ila, to. Al-Lughah, language. Al-Arabi, Arabic. So, the English verses will be written on the question paper. You have to copy the English on answer sheet. Then in front of that line, you have to translate in Arabic. So, translate the following sentences into Arabic. Okay. Hamid is an engineer. Hamidun muhandisun. Muhandis, engineer. Fatima is a teacher. Fatima tu mudarrisatun. If you say madrasatun, it will be school. It is mudarrisatun. Okay. He is a bank manager. Huwa, he. Mudirul banki, bank manager, manager of the bank. She is a student of medicine. Hiya means she. Talibatun tibbiyatun. Tibbiyatun, medicine. Talibatun, student. They are the citizen of India. Whom? Whom ka matlab hai? Whom means they are. Muwatin, सिटीजन। पोसेसिबल फ्रेज है अल हिंद की तरफ, मुवातिनुल हिंदी, citizen of India. So these 5 sentences you must to memorize. I don't say all these 5 would come in the examinations, but many of them can come, 2, 3, and sometime 1 is also possible to come. But this page is very, very important. So now the lesson is completed. I am going to conclude my talk, inshallah. I will come in front of you again with the new lesson in the next video, inshallah. Till that time, prepare well. Ma'as salama wa ila al-liqa, inshallah.